democracy of global systems or of Western-dominated systems. So there's the European countries can get together and say we want the European Union. You can have NAFTA. You can have Irish Americans who identify as Irish and some money to support Irish causes, and Jewish Americans and some money to support Israel, right? So everybody has acknowledged right to some kind of the notion of contrariety with others with whom they identify across boundaries of nation states. And even you have the right to notions of supranational unions or of various sorts. And in fact, there's already organizational Islamic cooperation. Why is it that in Great Britain, in the UK, believing in a caliphate is something that will get you put on a list as an Islamic extremist? Right? Where it technically, from the majority of Muslim scholars throughout history, they will tell you that Muslims are required to believe in the caliphate. As we just discussed, that can mean a lot of things. It can mean that somewhere way off there's some guy who happens to be called the caliph who has no role in my life, but he exists and that legitimizes my religious contracts. That's very different from saying, I'm going to respond to Abu Bakr Baghdadi's call and I'm going to go and kill someone in the street. These are two totally different phenomena, right? But I actually think it's important, if you believe in freedom of expression and freedom of belief and freedom of religious ideology, that people be allowed to identify with supranational organizations. Because otherwise you're basically saying Muslims don't have that right, but everyone else does.
So let's turn to Canada. I think the domestic policy is slightly different from the foreign policy. But again, there's this culturalist approach. And it begins with even the word radicalization is wrong. It's a problem. Because radicalization is being defined through this culturalist approach. In the United Kingdom, anyone who supports the Shariah is considered to be an extremist. There was a UK think tank that, with the help of Public Safety Canada, did a series of interviews in Canada with Muslim youth about radicalization. They defined a radical as this: 1, someone who desires to install a caliphate; 2, someone who wants to impose full unorthodox Sharia; and 3, the use of force, for example, resisting coalition forces in Iraq. So if you're an Iraqi nationalist who doesn't believe that the United States should be occupying your country and you fight against them and you believe in the Caliphate and you believe in Sharia, you are a radical, you've been radicalized. But from an Islamic point of view, there's absolutely nothing radical about wanting Caliphate or wanting Sharia. These are completely normal, traditional points of view.